All right, Shalom Yashala. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Wahara Kakwadash Brakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam, pushing this truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat out there listening. What I have here on the screen is a U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. April jobs report shows black women lost 106,000 jobs last month, the highest rate of unemployment among all workers. Okay, so that's what other ethnicities, and then of course genders as well, right? With male and female. So usually with prophecy, man, the chickens are coming home to roost. Because I'll be honest, this ain't no laughing matter. Hey, people forget, a lot of brothers are married to Israelite women, who work. Okay. We have mothers, sisters, and nieces and daughters and so forth, but this is prophecy that's rolling. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Okay. You've had a lot of women who've been very careless, when coming to the adhering of like, hey, this is gonna happen in the near future. We can't tell you when or give you an exact date. Jake will scoff, get online, talk shit about us. Ain't nobody listen to y'all niggas in dresses. Y'all dusty. I ain't listen to no Jordan wearing nigga out there, no Nike wearing nigga. Hey, don't listen to us. You can read it for yourself. But Jake isn't going to know what this is talking about because they ain't locked into the spirit. Okay, you can get online and talk as much shit as you like, but look, prophecy is not playing the games, man. And this goes for the so-called black man too. Okay. But the subject at hand is the 106,000 jobs that got lost last month, and all of it being black women. Eve, that's heavy, man. Verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Okay. And guess what? The many days and years shall be troubled is a little under a year. And when did this happen? This happened last month. Okay. Trump's only been in office for a few months, what have you. Okay. And this is what, we're in the new year. And this happened in such a short time, man. I mean, Eve is catching hell, man. But we tell Jake, man. Jake, we ain't out here to get on our soapbox, shit on the so-called black woman. No, we're just telling y'all what's happening through prophecy, man. And if you receive it, call halal yah bashim yashah. And if you don't, hey, call halal yah bashim yashah. It wasn't meant for you to get. Verse 11. Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones. Okay? Because what? Now, and it's all so spiritual, man. Because a lot of women, are big on this whole independence thing, to some extent, but they've scaled back on it a little. Now, what did you hear women saying in the year 2025? And even I'll be honest, in the middle of 2024, women say, what? I'm trying to be more traditional. I want the soft life. I want to be in my feminine energy. I want to take care of the house. I want to, cater to my man, which that's nature within itself. But once you step outside of nature, but look how things end up snowballing, man. End up snowballing to a big mess that, hey, only way you're going to get out of it is if you submit to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Okay, but that's only for sisters who truly trying to get it, man. Because I guarantee you, and I know for a fact, I've seen particular stuff online, in regards to this. Hey, some women did see like, damn. And it was one Eve, how they usually have the like this particular picture, this image I have up there, have Jake, speaking at the right hand bottom corner. It was Eve that I seen one on the speaking on this. She said, hey, whatever ill will the black man and the black woman have towards each other needs to be put aside, need to work together. Which this shouldn't even be a cause for you to acknowledge that. This should have been way before that. But hey, Eve and the serpent, okay? Eve and the serpent. As a matter of fact, let me get that. Bear me, Baba Kushai. You know what? Yeah. You know what? I might as well, yeah. So like, bear me, Baba Kushai. See, that's a spirit. I wasn't even intending to go to this, but that's a spirit. Okay, this is Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh our power had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, hath the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. Verse 5. For the Most High doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Okay, so when Eve took a hold to Eve's promises, uh, feminism, feminism, all that. Okay, with what's her name, Gloria Steinem, and I believe Gloria Steinem and Henry Kissinger was behind that. Okay, and what's her name? I don't want to get this. Alice Walker. Yeah, I believe she was the writer of Color Purple. So once Eve took on that ideology, you know, women became what? Which, hey, you want to, hey, you're an adult. You are supposed to take care. We understand the times we're in. Times are not like they once was, but guess what? We changed. The Most High didn't. So keep that in the front of your mind, in the back of your mind. It's the people who fucked up. The Most High didn't fuck up. I have to stress that. Okay. But it all stems from, you know, it all stems from this. Okay. A lot of our women put trust in the society, and now what? Now the society, now the society is giving you their ass to kiss, man. And that's all Jake's been stressing, you know? That's all Jake's ever been stressing, to be quite honest. But, Jake say you hating, you bitter, you jealous of the black woman. Nah. Just, hey, I'm just I'm just letting you know. Hey, this is what this means. Hey, this is hey. But everybody got their degrees. Everybody getting to the bag. You can't tell them shit until it hits the fan. Okay. Then they like the what it uh like I just read in Isaiah 32 and verse 10. Like when it happens, then they'll decide to care. Then they'll become grievous. And then verse 11 is telling you for the women to humble themselves. Okay? This is Psalms chapter 118, verse 8. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in man. That's what Eve did in the workforce. Okay? You remember Lot's wife. Okay? Verse 9. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in princes. Okay? It is, and that's where it's at, man. And that's where we at, man. This prophecy is heavy, man. Prophecy is never going to lose, okay? But this, prophecy can never be prevented. But prophecy can tell you because what? To prophesy is to tell before it happens. Okay? So it's going to be influx of more of these statistic reports, analytics, or what have you, of more job losses, okay, more cuts, okay, more corporations downsizing and so forth, man. Okay, and it's been happening, okay, but it wasn't acknowledged thoroughly due to the fact because what particular propagated context had to be thrown in there. Because when you look at the whole DEI thing, it didn't benefit Jake as much as they presented to benefit Jake. It never really benefited Jake like that. Now, granted, when you did have that, Jake could use that whole discrimination thing or what have you. But the DEI, I think Jake is like very low on the list of that. Jake is not a top priority. Because I'll be honest, I really never had an issue out of 95% of the jobs when I was younger that I applied for, I usually got. Probably like one job that I didn't get, but I think one out of those many jobs, yeah, that's a pretty high percentage. 90 to 95% of the times when I applied for jobs when I was younger, didn't have no issue. Okay. But yeah, man, I just want to touch on this, man, and prophecy once again will remain undefeated. More and more Jake is gonna get humbled, the so-called black man, the so-called black woman, okay, the so-called Latino man, the so-called Latino woman, okay, the so-called Native American man, the so-called Native American woman, you island Jakes, the so-called Jamaican man, so-called Jamaican woman, the so-called Haitian man, the so-called Haitian woman, the so-called Puerto Rican man, the so-called Puerto Rican woman, so-called Mexican man, so, so on and so forth. There's 12 tribes, it's a lot, it's a lot to name, but I just want to give Jake an idea. Look, this is coming down the pipe and no one's exempt. Only exemption is going to come is really for the men of the Lord, man, because the Lord has given us what? Yeah, he has given us the spirit of no fear. We don't have the spirit of, okay, if we lose a job, we lose it, man. The Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. The Lord what? Gave us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and it's our job to build up one another in His truth and have our faith built up, man. Okay? This place is not the end all be all, man. It's temporary. Okay? Let's remember, the Lord did not give us what? The spirit of fear. Okay? At all, man. But that's all I have on this. And Abaratazah, this is edifying for the body. So once again, with that, I like to say, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Waharakat Kodash Brakatham. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing this truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth, and salutations to the select number of Aquat that are listening. Shalom.